Hi, I want to show you this app that I really like called mmhmm. Um, I mean, with that name, how can you not? I became familiar with it during the height of the pandemic. I was one of the original beta testers for them, and I was hooked because at the time there wasn't anything like it. There wasn't anything that would allow you to insert yourself into your presentation, and this is what it does. You can just get yourself in. You have different ways to display yourself um, in terms of the size of your frame. Um, you can change the direction of your view. See here, you can play vampire presenter. I like the circle right now because it matches my background that I chose. You have effects that you can do to your image, very much like other apps that do the same thing. Uh, you also have different backgrounds for your rooms, but that's what they call your screen, and you can choose whatever your choice might be, depending on what kind of presentation you're going to give. And this part I really, really like because it is a series of small videos that explain to you how to use the app, how to use everything in the app. So you don't have to be going around looking for things on YouTube, which is what I usually have to do to figure out how to do things. You can get, anything from signing up to changing your background, sharing your presentation. This I inserted here because I was playing with the Giphies, which you can do. You just go in there and get whatever you need to insert it into your presentation. Of course, you can add text and you can customize it any way you want to. You can upload files from your computer. You can share your screen. You have here like your most recent activity, and you can draw. You can add a camera, and here this would be kind of like your archive. And then you also have another section for learn, where you have a lot of many other uh, video tutorials. They're short, they're well done, they're pretty fun, and most importantly, they're easy to follow and to understand. I think they have done a really good job with it. It's very user friendly. I do things like, for example, this is one activity that I like to do with my students every year. This is an exhibit at the Detroit Institute of the Arts. And I really like to take my students on virtual museum walks. And this one exhibit is very dear to my heart. They change it every year, but it's a celebration of Dia de Muertos, and it shows different altars and their cultural significance and meanings. Um, and I have my students just go through them with me so they can get their bearings, and then they can go on their own and do a scavenger hunt, searching for all the items that I assign for them to look at. Um, you can actually even look at the descriptions on the walls. They have a few rooms with many different altars. And then after this, students usually have to build their own. So once we go through a few of them, they get an idea of what they are. And as I say, the cultural significance. And we establish parallels with their own cultures, and we end up with some very interesting altars that they design after visiting this exhibit. So this is something that I can do with them, and then we do our explanations and before I send them out to wander around on their own um, once I share the link with them. So as I said, this is just one little activity that we can do, and there are many more. I mean, you can play with it and find something that will fit your needs. But